Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Vasant Naik from Government First Aid College, Kumta. In this video, I am going to explain you how to define the heat engine, classification of heat engine, construction and working of Otto engine. Let us first define the heat engine here. A heat engine is a device which converts heat into work. Let me explain it. Any heat engine should have three parts. First one, a hot body or source from which the engine gets heat at a higher temperature. Now this is the source, which is at high temperature. The engine absorbs the heat from the source. Amount of heat absorbed is given by Q1. And the second one is a cold body or sink to which the engine rejects heat at a lower temperature. This is the sink which is at lower temperature compared to the source, and the engine rejects Q2 amount of heat to the sink. And the third part is a working substance. It can absorb heat from the source, convert some of it into external work by its expansion, and reject the rest to the cold body. Look at the diagram here. The working substance which absorbs heat from the source rejects heat to the sink, and the remaining heat is converted into the work, that is Q1 minus Q2 is converted into work. So this is the definition and explanation of the heat engine. Heat engine is classified into three parts. First one, external combustion engine. The external combustion engine is an engine in which heat is supplied by the working substance by burning the fuel outside the cylinder. The second one is internal combustion engine. Internal combustion engine is an engine in which heat is produced by combustion taking place inside the cylinder itself. There are two types of internal combustion engines. First one, Otto engine and diesel engine. Third category is gas turbine. Now, let us understand what is the construction and working of Otto engine. Otto engine was realized in practice by Otto, the German engineer, in 1876. In this engine, heat is absorbed by the working substance at constant volume. Remember this. That is in the case of the heat engine, that is in case of the Otto engine, working substance absorbs the heat at a constant volume. Now, this is the construction. The Otto engine consists of a usual cylinder and a piston. The cylinder is provided with inlet valve I for air and petrol vapor, exhaust valve O. The operations of these valves are controlled by the motion of this piston. The working substance is air and petrol vapor which acts as fuel. Now let us understand how the Otto engine works. It works on the four strokes. First one is a suction stroke, compression stroke, third one is working stroke, and the fourth one is exhaust stroke. Therefore, Otto engine is a four-stroke engine. Let us understand what is the suction stroke. This is the first stroke of the Otto engine. So look at the diagram here. Initially, the outlet valve is closed, inlet valve is open. About 98% of air and 2% of petrol vapor is sucked inside the cylinder here. Once the air and petrol vapor is introduced inside the cylinder, this piston moves in the forward direction at atmospheric pressure. Here the volume increases in this case and the pressure is the atmospheric pressure. So this is the first stroke. That is, inlet valve opens, air and petrol vapor is sucked inside, the piston moves in the forward direction at atmospheric pressure. The second stroke is compression stroke. In this case, all the valves are closed and the gas is compressed adiabatically 1 by 5 or 1 by 5th of its original volume. Here the temperature rises up to 600 degrees Celsius. And this process is called preheating. That is, in this case, all the valves are closed and the gas is compressed adiabatically and the temperature increases up to 600 degrees Celsius. Now, at the end of the compression stroke, here the pressure is very high due to the compression and the temperature is also very high. It's around 600 degrees Celsius here. At this high temperature and pressure, a series of sparks from a sparking plug is produced. Therefore, here the temperature rises up to 2000 degrees Celsius and the pressure is around 15 atmosphere. Remember here the combustion takes place at constant volume. That is, the working substance or the fuel absorbs the heat at constant volume. That's why the Otto engine works at constant volume here. The third stroke is the working stroke. Now at the end of the compression stroke, the temperature is very high and the pressure is also very high here. At this mode, the piston moves in the forward direction. The gas expands adiabatically to its original volume with a corresponding drop of the temperature. It is at high temperature and the piston, at high temperature and the pressure, the piston moves. Here the work is done by the gas molecules on the piston. The fourth one is the exhaust stroke. Here, initially, outlet valve opens. Here, the outlet valve opens and the pressure is released. The pressure decreases and the temperature also decreases, and this is called as valve exhaust. Now after the valve exhaust, the pressure is atmospheric pressure and the temperature is atmospheric temperature or the room temperature here. At the end of the valve exhaust, again the piston moves in the backward direction and the spent mixture is ejected out of the cylinder. After the scavenging of useless gases is completed, a fresh charge of air and petrol vapor is sucked in and a new cycle starts. This is a this is the method how the Otto engine works with the help of four strokes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share the video.